Ferrari just unveiled its most controversial car ever, and the same day, the stock dropped 6% in Milan, 5% in New York. I'm the Admira Agent, and at Admira.Investors, we track what other missed. So let's start. The former chairman Di Montesemolo said what most Ferrari lovers think. I leave you to the video with translation so you can understand.
Se dire quello che penso farei del male alla Ferrari. Si rischia la distruzione di un mito. Mi dispiace moltissimo.
Ma lo possiamo dare?
Spero che si tolga il cavallino almeno da quella macchina.
Che dobbiamo fare con la Cina? Che dobbiamo fare con la Cina? Scusa,
Cosa dobbiamo fare?
con la Cina?
Questa sicuramente è una macchina che almeno i cinesi non ci copieranno. Non avranno bisogno.
But here's the thing. As investors, we are trying to look at it from a market perspective. None of that tells you whether this is a buying opportunity or a trap. The numbers do. So let's look at them. Ferrari's first fully electric car. 4 doors, 5 seats. Designed by Jony Ive, the guy behind the iPhone. Price, $640,000. It broke the internet mostly for its looks. When the post came out, we all had the exact same expression. Barron's called it a Nissan Leaf for $540,000. But forget the design drama for a second. Let's talk about whether this company can actually back it up financially. Ferrari's 2025 full-year numbers, straight from the SEC filing. Revenue, $7.8 billion, up 7%. Operating margin, 29.5%. Nearly 30 cents of profit for every dollar of revenue. For context, a typical mass-market automaker runs margins around 8 to 9%. Ferrari runs nearly 4 times that. EBITDA margin, 38.8%. The company is guiding 39% for 2026. Free cash flow, $1.68 billion in 2025, up 50% year over year. And this happened while Ferrari was spending almost $1 billion building a brand new factory. Their order book? Fully booked through end of 2027. 90,000 active clients. Over 80% of sales go to existing customers. This is not a struggling company. That part is clear. So why is the stock down almost 35% from its all-time high of $519? 2 reasons, and neither one is the Luce. First, in October 2025, Ferrari told investors it expects revenue to grow at around 5% per year through 2030. Before that, they'd been growing at 11 to 14% annually for years. Investors were paying a PE of 50. You only pay that for a company growing at double digits. When growth guidance gets cut to 5%, a PE of 50 doesn't make sense anymore. Today, the PE sits around 34. Still not cheap, but a very different conversation. Second, the Luce itself only represents 20% of Ferrari's production target. At 2025 volumes, that's about 3,000 cars total. Out of 90,000 active clients, that's 3%. Even if it's a flop, it doesn't move the numbers dramatically. Even if it's a hit, same story. So here's where we land. Ferrari the business, genuinely exceptional. 39% EBITDA margins, $1.68 billion in free cash flow, 0 meaningful industrial debt, order book through 2027. Ferrari the stock, coming off a massive valuation reset, down 35% from highs, PE at 34. Analyst average target, $438, about 30% above today's price. The Luce is a wild card. If it proves Ferrari can go electric without losing the magic, the growth story gets a new chapter and that multiple goes back up. If the Luce leaves buyers cold, the 5% growth guidance stops being the ceiling. It becomes the floor. Next earnings, July 30th, 2026. That's your first real data point. Great business. Controversial moment. Stock already down 35%. Whether that's a buying opportunity or not, that's your call to make. But now you have the numbers to make it. Drop a comment. Do you think the Luce saves Ferrari's growth story? Or kills it? Like if this gave you something the headlines didn't. Write down what you want next.